A warm welcome back to you, and I hope your trading is going well today. This is Sage and you are watching 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV live from Sydney, and this is a Stocks in Action show. The S&P ASX 200 is lower today, dropping 21.80 points or 0.31% to 7,023.80. And the bottom performing stocks in this index are Adbri Limited, down 2.40%, and Newcrest Mining Limited, down 2.21%. Over the last 5 days, the index is virtually unchanged, but is currently 1% below its 52-week high. 6 of 11 sectors are higher along with the S&P ASX 200 index, and materials is the best performing sector, gaining 0.46% and 1.35% for the past 5 days. And on that note, let's take a look at these major news coming from ASX listed stocks. Beginning with 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞, who expanded the land access agreement. 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞 Limited has signed a variation to the current land access agreement with the Maputo Aboriginal Corporation, RNTBC, representing the Gingirana people. And the latest change describes the production area at the Biondi SOP project, or the BSOPP, to cover the area of the proposed mining leases comprising 10 Mile West. 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞 shall now move ahead with lodging and needed mining tenures applications over the 10 Mile West tenement to enable access for additional development works, including the installation of additional bores and trenches to facilitate the multiplied short-term production target of 120 KTPA. 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞 Limited stock was noted at Australian $0.205, and that was current at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Reliance Worldwide reports strong sales across all regions during March quarter. Reliance Worldwide Corporation Limited has reported net sales of Australian $359.4 million for the quarter ended 31st March 2021, and this indicates a growth of 14% versus the prior corresponding period, and were negatively impacted by the strength of the Australian dollar compared to other currencies, especially the US dollar. Reliance Worldwide Corporation recorded strong sales across all regions, indicating resilient demand for plumbing products that was steered through the improved spending on residential repairs and remodelling. Moreover, Reliance Worldwide Corporation reported that its sales to date for April 2021 are significantly ahead of the same period last year. Reliance Worldwide Corporation Limited stock last traded at Australian $5.15, up 5.532%, current at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Next on the list is Life360, cracks a deal to acquire Jiobit. San Francisco-based Life360 Inc. has inked a non-binding term sheet with an intention to acquire Jiobit, indicating the initial stage of the strategic review that the company announced earlier in 2021. Jiobit offers wearable location devices for young children, pets and seniors, as well as a comprehensive location-aware safety solution for families that is accurate, secure, reliable and real-time. As total consideration, Life360 might issue up to around 2.42 million shares using its present placement capacity under the ASX listing rule 7.1. Life360 shall continue with the evaluation of strategic as well as financial opportunities that would expedite progress towards the company's vision of becoming the dominant platform for an enhanced suite of family services. Life360 Inc. stock last traded at Australian $5.51, up 5.353%, current at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. SkyFi completes $0.7 million Australian dollar share purchase plan. SkyFi Limited on Monday shared that it has completed its share purchase plan that was announced on the ASX on 6 April 2021. As shared earlier, SkyFi Limited sought to offer a maximum of 1 million Australian dollars under the SPP. The SPP received applications from shareholders totalling around 0.7 million Australian dollars and will issue 4,015,163 new SkyFi shares. Together with this SPP, SkyFi, with the proceeds of the earlier placement announced, has raised a total of 10.7 million Australian dollars. This will be used to fund the acquisition of CrowdVision, as well as working capital requirements and for resourcing purposes in the EU and US markets. Meanwhile, the last traded price of SkyFi Limited stock was 0.155 Australian dollars per share at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Copper Mountain Mining post record quarterly production, shares watchful. The Copper Mountain Mining Corporation announced its first quarter 2021 financial and operating results. The company registered record quarterly production in the first quarter of 2021, reaching 30.4 million pounds of copper equivalent, and this included 25.5 million pounds of copper, 8,187 ounces of gold and 160,484 ounces of silver. Record C1 cash cost for quarter one of 2021 of the $1.15 per pound copper produced. Record revenue for quarter one 2021 of 162.2 million Canadian dollars from the sale of 27.5 million pounds of copper, 8,553 ounces of gold and 161,657 ounces of silver. Record gross profit of 96.3 million Canadian dollars and net income per share of 0.18 Canadian dollars. Cash and equivalents at the end of the first quarter of 2021 of 137.1 million Canadian dollars, a rise of 51.5 million Canadian dollars from the end of the fourth quarter of 2020. And meanwhile, the last traded stock price of Copper Mountain Mining Corporation was 4.38 Australian dollars, up 8.955% per share at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for your time watching, but that's all for now. Do stay tuned with 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV for more live market updates. We'll be back with more news on the markets, economy and diverse themes and sectors. And this is Sage signing off for now.